How's it going, everyone? It's Marco here. Today's video, we're going to be going over a couple of the reasons why you are fapping. And we're going to be kind of doing some critical thinking here where we're going to kind of break down some of the reasons why we're doing it. And we're going to kind of break it down more and more until we have some like non-composite reason, like the specific reason of why we fap. And I think I've found this exact reason. I think it correlates to every single person. I have it right here. So this is P right here, and so at the bottom it's kind of, you see those little triangle shape here. At the bottom it's the most broad reasons why we're doing NOFAP. As we get to this pinpoint reason, it's like the most specific reason to why we're fapping. And I think getting a good awareness of this specific thing is a key way to succeed in NOFAP. And I'm pretty convinced that this awareness is like a positive feedback loop in NOFAP, because in NOFAP one of the benefits you get is you have more of a clear mind, and this allows for more awareness. You're more focused. And the more you do NOFAP, the more focused you can be, and it's a positive feedback loop. And this is the reason why a lot of people are actually successful in NOFAP, is because they put a lot of time and effort and focus and concentration into the reasons why they're doing it, and that's why they're able to succeed. So if you look back here, so I kind of leveled it. So the bottom's like level 1, we got level 2, level 3, and this P right here is like the top reason, and the letter is just like the first letter of the word. So if we start at the very bottom, the most broad thing, it's the reason you're fapping is because it feels good. And I mean, this is like level 1. This is like the people who have put no thought into NOFAP. This is very broad. These are the people that if you ask them about NOFAP, they're probably like, you're crazy. Like they really haven't gone deep into why they're doing NOFAP. I mean, into why they're fapping. They probably don't even care, and that's why they fap all the time. But the next step, where a lot of people maybe who are watching this video are at, level 2. So level 2 is this LBE, and they stand for loneliness, boredom, and ego. And this is like the next reason maybe why you're fapping. This can apply to most people. You're probably in one of these categories. But I believe there's higher reasons of why you're doing it. It's not just because you're bored. You can probably think a little deeper and find this exact reason. Well, yeah, let's just go to level 3 here. These are the people, that are ready. They're super dialed in. They're ready for this next step. And this S is they realize why they're fapping is because it's a suppression or a shaming. So if you're having a bad day, you can always result to NOFAP, and having this awareness of like, hey, I'm having a bad day, I'm probably gonna fap today. I had this recently where something really weird happened to me. I don't want to get into it because it's so weird. I can't believe that I did this, and I almost knew the next day I was gonna, I wanted to relapse, and I was on day 25 or something, and I was struggling, and I resulted in edging, and I'm totally against edging, and I usually don't edge, and I did it because I just had to suppress this emotion. It was so weird. But I think I learned something valuable there. I was aware of it. I was aware of it before it happened, while it was happening, and after. And I think being aware of that is gonna help me even go farther in this streak. But there is a higher specific point. This P, this magical P. And before I get into it, it's I've been kind of putting some thought into it. I'm thinking, I don't know if this is crazy, but I think porn is like a meditation to some people. It's kind of, I don't know. It's just because when you watch porn, you're so dialed into this like pounding that you're watching that like you're just so focused. You're not really thinking about the past, the future. You're such in the present moment that like it's almost like a meditation. Like maybe you're not like focusing on your breath, but like you're just so focused. And I think it's, for some people, like putting this much energy into focusing on something, this is like taxing to them, and this is why people after they FAP are so like tired and like they just want to like do nothing for the rest of the day. And it's because they put so much energy in focusing and like being in the present moment. And I think so. Yeah, the giveaway is the P is it's the present moment. So this is like people who are aware of this and realize that like porn is the present moment. It's so powerful, and the reason the present moment is so powerful is because I can give you an example. So in like there's this thing called tantric sex, and it's kind of just like it's like a long sexual experience with a partner, and you're like it's all about like staring into their eyes, being in the present moment, like understanding their whole body, and then you can work your way up to more and more like sexual things. But this thing is so like addicting, and like people like crave this thing after, and it's I'd almost say this is more like addicting than like heroin. Like people, if your girlfriend goes on a vacation and you've been doing tantric sex for a while, like you are gonna have withdrawals. This is like, and you're not addicted to the sex, you're addicted to the present moment. Like it's, and like the present moment is almost like enlightenment. You're not worried about other things, you're not worried about the past, future. You're so dialed in that it just feels blissful. And this is like what Buddhists and Hinduists and Taoists are trying to, and other religions are trying to like capture, just because it's so powerful. Alright, and some of the evidence of why porn is being in the present moment is people who are aware of NOFAP, and let's say they're going through their little edging thing, they really don't like it's almost like you don't have the power to stop when you're like in the middle of it. It's so weird. And I don't know if it's because you're not thinking of the future. I think that's actually the reason right there. You're not worried about your streak when you're edging, and you're so dialed in. Your attention span is so like zoomed in onto this screen that like you don't care about anything else in this world. And like what do? Like you're screwed here. It's like if you're so dialed in, like there's nothing you can do. It's kind of sad, but obviously having this awareness of this present moment and maybe like combating it, like hey, maybe you catch it right before you like go in your edging episode and you're like, hey, I shouldn't do this. That's how you're gonna stop. And like why awareness is good. Like a lot of people ask this. Awareness is good because you're like, you learn from your mistakes. Like, hey, like I'm aware of when I'll do it. I can maybe catch it before. You know, I'm passionate about NOFAP. Why should I continue this? And this is why awareness is so beautiful to NOFAP. Clearing that the brain fog out of your mind. You know, NOFAP, no brain fog. You're more aware. Positive feedback loop. Less brain fog. More awareness. More awareness. More awareness. And you become you're like a superhuman at this point. And I think this is the superhuman power that people are talking about. You're an awareness god. It's so weird. So just catch it before it happens. And, you know, maybe it's kind of hard to like why this present moment while you're fapping feels so good, why stop? And it's a tough question. Why stop? Know that it's not the most natural thing. Yeah, there's stuff that are better than this, that you could be doing more productive things. You're not just so like dialed into instant gratification. So yeah, more mindful life. And an example of like a person who succeeds in NOFAP is maybe a person who gets a girlfriend. And in this relationship, they're not really, you know, they're focused on the relationship. They're not focused on porn. And that's why they're quitting. It's like why would I fap when I love this person, and they want to put all their love attention onto this person. And getting a girlfriend is probably a great way to stop NOFAP, or stop fapping. And obviously, the big boy that everyone should be doing is meditation. And whoosh, I recommend this to everyone. There's no it's only benefits. There's no let's say downfalls, but it's just all benefits. And what you're really doing is just you're training your attention span, you're training your concentration, your focus, your mindfulness, and you're learning to take this moment and transition it to the real life. And taking this, present moment meditation, you're so focused on the breath. And you can take this to real life. You're doing a presentation soon. You can take this meditation to this presentation. You're calm. You have this public speaking presentation that you're worried about. But if you take this present moment feeling from meditation to this public speaking thing, you're not gonna fail. Just because you're so dialed in, and having this just having this idea that you're putting the best effort you can into this presentation. Why would you be mad at yourself after? And that's why the present moment is so beautiful. Whew, goddamn. So yeah, work on those attention spans, work on the present moment. Don't rely on the present moment of porn. This is virtual life. This is not you. This is not what you're destined to do. You're destined to, you're destined. Everyone has their own dharma that they have to succeed. And watching porn is just delaying your dharma, your duty to whatever it is in the future that you need to do in the future. Um, so yeah, just quit. I mean, I think I said everything. Just work on that awareness. Could be through meditation. I'm gonna do a video on meditation. This third eye meditation that I've been doing. This other thing I do. I'll just go through my whole practice. It's usually 15 minutes that I do, and it's I can do like a live, maybe, just to help people like see what or how to do it. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Let's see. I mean, a final note here, save your energy. Don't waste it into like a tissue, please. Like, use this energy in life and, in like interactions with other people, the Confucius way, just get bonds with people. That's something I need to work on. I want to take this energy that I've been saving and putting it into other things. And that's why I think NOFAP is a beautiful thing. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Leave a like if you want. It'd be awesome. Honestly, put some questions in the comments. If you made it this far, just put a question. I'll answer it. I'm kind of going through this journey myself right now, and it's not like I'm doing this YouTube for others and for myself. I'm doing it to learn more about this, and yeah, awesome. See you guys later.